these with you. I think they look so cool and so good, and I'm just super here for it. Also, we've been pulling some really, really good things, so I think that'll be really awesome if we can keep doing that. Okay. Yeah, that's what I want. That's the setting that we want, friends. I love opening these. There we go. Yeah. We're gonna try to open 3. We'll see how we get. How far we get. Uptown Duck left his mat here, so I'm just using that. And I feel like it looks really good. It's very relevant because it is a Phyrexian mat. Alright. I also actually have some triggers here, so maybe if you stick around to the end and I'm feeling saucy, we could try some ASMR triggers. Thank you to Josh if you are here. Did you guys hear that? I think someone's walking around somewhere in the building. Josh, if you are here, or if you're joining us in the VOD, I just wanted to say I got your stuff that you got me off my wish list from Amazon. And thank you for getting it for me. I'm very excited to use the brush on the mic. Mic brushing is like, oh, almost knocked it over but didn't. Mic brushing is like one of my favorite like triggers of all time, so I'm really excited to like show it off. Okay, I think that's enough of that. It's enough crinklies. We're gonna cut it. But don't cut the cards. I love the sounds of cutting too. I love it. Oh, we got a nice one there. What did we just get? Okay. I see a foil. Already I feel so slow. Oh, this tag is the worst. Okay. Let's talk about these. So, we got another rebel. We got a rebel. Rebel, rebel, rebel. Rebel, rebel, rebel. It sounds like a song from the way I'm saying it so much. The foil tokens are so nice in this set, I agree. This is a rebel token. Oh, and it's a Hollow Sentinel. Token, legendary artifact creature. Phyrexian Golem. It's a 3/3 token. I feel very hydrated. I want a posture check. My posture feels pretty good. I have my tea here tonight. I'm drinking a sleepy time tea, so if I seem sleepy, that might be the tea working. I was very tired today, so. So, we got that rebel token. We also have the Eternal Wanderer. Ooh, I like this. This is nice. It's like a Interesting. This sounds very, like, specific, this planeswalker. So, for 0 loyalty, you can create a 2/2 white samurai creature token with double strike. And for -4, each player chooses a creature that player controls. Each player sacrifices all creatures they control, not chosen this way. And this Eternal Wanderer has a loyalty of 5. Yeah, I like this one. It's really pretty. It's a foil. I don't know if you guys just heard my shoulder crack, but it was really loud. I hope the mic didn't pick that up. Yeah, it's really pretty. I like this one a lot. Very shiny. Oh, that's a good pull. Alright, well, we got another good one for Duck. That is the rare What If art of that planeswalker. Oh, is this one of the ones that's like, not actually overtaken by Phyrexia yet? And this is like one of the people that survives, so they have like the what ifs of like, but what if they got taken and became all techno and stuff? Joined the phalanx. Got infected with the techno-organic virus, you know? So this next one that we have, this also looks like a banger. This is Jor Kadeen, First Gold Warden. This is a card. Oh, this one's pretty affordable to bring into play. It's just 1 mountain and 1 plains. Or as I like to say, 1 volcano, but it's not a volcano, it's just a mountain apparently. But we can still call it volcanoes if we want. You know it's gonna happen at some point on the stream. I'm gonna call it a volcano because I'll forget. That's just how it goes. Alright. This one is a legendary creature, a human rebel. It has trample, and whenever Jor Kadeen, First Gold Warden, attacks, it gets XX plus XX until end of turn, where X is the number of equipped creatures you control. Then, if Jor Kadeen's power is 4 or greater, draw a card. And this is a 2/2. That's a good equip commander. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I like this one. It's not shiny though. It's just straight up, but the art is like super dope on this card. Like, look at that art, guys. That's a banger. That's a banger for sure. I like that one. It's really nice. Ooh, we get another foil coming up. Oh, do we already have this one? We might have this one already. I think. I'm trying to remember. This is Gaia, Intangible Slayer. And I think this is another what if card. Or is this something else? Oh, it's very shiny. It's like super, super foil. This is Kaya, the legendary planeswalker. She has a hexproof. +2. Each opponent loses 3 life, and you gain 3 life. 0 loyalty. You draw 2 cards, then each opponent may scry 1. That's actually pretty good. And then we have -3 loyalty. Exile target or enchantment if it wasn't an aura. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 1/1 white spirit creature with These are all really good abilities. Actually, this card seems really dope. It is 6 loyalty. I'm gonna move it just so you can actually see the art because of the Phyrexian symbols on there. And my lights. I feel like you can see my Christmas lights right now reflected in this card. Yeah, it's really cool. I like it a lot. This is a great pull too. Hey. Yeah, 2 what ifs. I can't remember if we already pulled Kaya though. Maybe we pulled, I don't know if we pulled the what if. We might have pulled. No, but then Kaya wouldn't be in here, right? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we already pulled that. So it might be just a bonus. Bonus cards. Oh, we got another one that looks really cool. This one looks really cool. Wowzers. Alright. This is Quicksilver Fisher. I don't know, did we already get this one? Yeah, we totally could. We already have pulled quite a few of the same ones. But you know, if there's anything there that Duck wants to sell, or I don't know, he might just give it to me. Who knows? We'll see. So this is Quicksilver Fisher. It costs 3 colorless mana and 2 islands. Island mana, blue mana. Creature, Phyrexian Drake. Flying. When Quicksilver Fisher enters the battlefield, draw a card, then discard a card. Phyrexia will stretch from sea to sky, across worlds and realities, inescapable and perfect. This is a 4/3 card. I like that one a lot. It's also shiny. I like shiny cards. I'm a big fan of the shinies. Although, yeah, these foils been like crazy. You guys weren't kidding when we were talking about that. Goodness. So I didn't have mine in a binder for my Crimson Vow deck. And when we were taking out the commander who's a foil, it was like literally like a sea. It's so bent. Holy moly. Alright. This is a Brask's Anointer. A Brask's Anointer is an artifact creature, a Phyrexian wizard. This costs 3 colorless mana and 1 mountain. I love saying Phyrexian wizard. When a Brask. I don't know why I wanted to roll the R there. What is that? What am I doing? When a Brask's Anointer enters the battlefield, it deals X damage to any target, where X is the number of permanents you control with oil counters on them. Will you be the flame which burns the world, or merely be consumed as fuel? We've definitely gotten this one before. I sound Spanish. Yeah, I don't know why my instinct was to roll that R. It was a very Spanish moment. It's the most Spanish moment I may have ever had myself in my life, in this form, as a very white person. I don't know. Abrask, that's how I want to say it, you know? It just feels right. It just feels right to me. I don't know why. It just does. So that is that one. We've got Glimmer Lens. So let's talk about this Glimmer Lens we just got. Oh my god. This is an artifact. think this is actually an ability it has. For Mirrodin, whenever equipped creature and at least one other creature attack, draw a card. Equip 1 colorless mana, 1 plains. If you want to equip it. Oh. I almost lost the cards there. I almost dropped them. Embarrassing. Alright. So, we have Blue Sun's Twilight. Let's talk about this one. This is 2 islands and an X number of colorless mana. An X number of it. This is a sorcery. Gain control of target creature with a mana value X or less. If X is 5 or more, create a token that's a copy of that creature. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. With a value of X. So the more mana you spend to bring it into play, the bigger the creature that you can take, and if it is a 5 cost, then you get a copy of it. That's crazy. That's awesome. I would totally use that card. I'd be like, uh-oh, it's time for Blue Sun's Twilight. You better watch yourself. I would totally put that in a deck. That's one of the good Twilights. Are there bad Twilights in here? I don't want any of the bad ones. I want only the best Twilights. Only the best Twilights in this deck, please. Wow, doing ocean breathing, but open-mouthed near the mic sounds really cool. The red one is bad. Okay, well, let's just not get that one. We'll skip that one. I don't want that. I'm good. I'll stick to the blue. White, blue, and black are good, and the green one is okay. Well, let's only get the best ones. We've got Thrun, Breaker of Silence. This costs 3 colorless mana and 2 forests. It is a legendary creature, a troll shaman. It's a troll. Look at this guy. Wait, look at this. I want to see this art actually. Oh, it is a troll. Oh, look at him. Oh, I kind of love him. Oh, Thrun. You go, Thrun. You troll shaman. This spell can't be countered. This has trample. Thrun, Breaker of Silence, can't be the target of non-green spells your opponents control, or abilities from non-green sources your opponents control. As long as it's your turn, Thrun has indestructible. I'll bet he does. He's a 5/5. Well, I love him. He's so good. I love him. His lore is good. Nice. I believe it. The art makes him look super interesting, so I'm just gonna trust. You know, he probably is super interesting. Alright, next up we have a fancy island. Look at this. Look at this fancy island. It's all foil and stuff. It is a basic land. It is an island. Island, my favorite kind of land. A land full of eyes. It's very pretty, this one. It's like sparkly, like so shiny, and it works so well with like the actual artwork on the card. Why does my there we go. Wait. Camera, come on. You don't want to focus. Camera, why don't you want to focus? Stop trying to focus on me. It focused for like 1 second, and then it was like, no, I'm only focusing on you. Oh, but then you lose focus. But yeah, I just really like the artwork on this one. It's so shiny. Hey, you basic land, why are you so basic? Tyvar's Stand is the next one, which is an instant. Tyvar's Stand is an instant. It has, it costs 1 forest mana and an X number of colorless mana. Well, let's find out what that X means on this card. Target creature you control gets +X and gains X-proof and indestructible until end of turn. A creature with X-proof and indestructible can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control. Damage and effects that say destroy don't destroy it. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, that's pretty good for like 1 turn. I guess if you have like an endless flow of mana, that's pretty cool. When they write songs about this battle, I will make sure your name is forgotten, devil. You tell them, Tyvar. You tell him. Tyvar will. He's gonna tell him. He's like, hey, no one will remember you, you devil. He's also a foil. He's also a shiny guy. Yeah, this is a nice card too. All of these are foils. Although not as foiled. Wait, are these foils or are these holographic? What would we call these? Would we call them foils? Or just the crazy ones with the Phyrexia symbol on it? Or are those holographic? What is holographic? Someone explain. That's escaping my brain. The concept. This next one is Font of Progress. It is an artifact. It costs 1 island. Font of Progress enters the battlefield with 2 oil counters on it. For 3 mana, you can tap this artifact. Target player mills X cards, where X is the number of oil counters on Font of Progress. Drink deeply of the truth and become complete. But that's not how you spell complete, is it? Well, they didn't italicize it, so I'm assuming it means something different. CAMEO. Holographic comes from Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Us MTG players prefer foil. We're extra like that. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I was like, I don't know even what holographic means in this moment. So do they just mean the same thing, but we use a term to sound fancier? Or are you saying that holographic is a different thing, but it's like exclusive to those 2 games? What makes it different? That's what I'm trying to remember. I definitely had holographic cards and stuff as a kid, so I also used to have to just remember Pogs. I had so many Pogs. This one is Oil Gorger Troll. This is a creature. It is a Phyrexian troll wizard. For 3 colorless mana and 2 forests, you could bring out Oil Gorger Troll. As I said, he is a Phyrexian troll warrior. When Oil Gorger Troll enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. Then, if you control a permanent with an oil counter on it, draw a card. Metal or flesh, it didn't matter. Seasoned with ichor, it tasted so good. It's ichor, right? Not Igor. Pardon me, question. But I was like, no, that doesn't make sense. Igor. Who would say that? That would be a silly, I think. That would be a silly one. Oh, and he's a 3/4. Very cool. Very, very cool. We're getting down to the nitty gritty here. We only have a few more cards left in this pack. Next up, we have Axiom Engraver. Axiom Engraver. Oh, it does mean the same thing. Okay. Yeah, I was like, I can't remember. I know, I always call cards foils now. But I was like, is it just that I don't have any holographic ones, or am I just an adult? And that's what it is. I'm an adult, so I use the term foil. That's what's happened to me. I grew up. Dang it. I was trying to avoid that. Axiom Engraver costs 1 colorless mana and 1 mountain. It is a creature, a Phyrexian wizard. Axiom Engraver enters the battlefield with 2 oil counters on it. Remove an oil counter from Axiom Engraver. Discard a card, draw a card. So if you tap it and remove an oil counter and discard a card, you get to draw a card. That doesn't sound too great, but I guess, you know. I will not rest until the truth of Phyrexia is inscribed across the multiverse. This art is like haunting to me. And this is a 1/3. Let's take a closer look at this art. It spooks me. I don't know how I feel about this art. Do you know how you feel about it? It just looks really creepy to me. It's me freaking out, but ASMR mode. And last, but not least, well, not last, second last, maybe least, we don't really know actually. This is Cruel Grimnark. Cruel Grimnark, which costs 5 colorless mana. Whew. It's a lot of mana, baby. And 1 forest. Thank you, Rapala, for plugging the socials. Thank you for plugging the coffee. This is a creature, a Phyrexian cleric. So, of course, like all good clerics, it has Death Touch. Oh my gosh, Death Touch, great. When Cruel Grimnark enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card. For each opponent who can't, you gain 4 life. 4 life sounds pretty good to me. This is a 5/5. The Gospel of Lies sounds sweetest when whispered by many mouths. Yeah, I'll bet it does. You would know. Wouldn't you, you cruel, cruel Grimnark? You Grimnark, you're so cruel. And our final card for this pack, before we open the next one, is Mesmerizing Dose, which is an enchantment. It looks pretty cool. Let's check it out. Mesmerizing, actually might be better if I just hold these. Mesmerizing Dose. It costs 1 colorless mana and 2 island. It is an enchantment, an aura, and it says enchant creature. When Mesmerizing Dose enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Then, our favorite guys, proliferate. Choose any number of permanents and or players, then give each another counter of each kind already there. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Okay, well, that would suck. I would not want to have that enchantment on my stuff. That would suck. Alright, well that's that pack, friends. That was a good pack. We got some really good things. I'm also wondering if after I finish opening everything in this box, if we should do like a stream, or maybe if I just do like a video of showing off like our favorite cards that we opened. Let me know what you think, like a highlights sort of. A rehash. Here we go, friends. Pack number 2. And then we're going to try to do one more if we can, but we'll see. I might be dead at that point. Sure, you'd be into it, Rabala. Cool. We've got a Phyrexian Might. This is a token artifact creature. Well, I'll see what's on the other side, but we got the Phyrexian Might. There it is. Token artifact creature, Phyrexian Might. Toxic 1. Players dealt combat damage. Players dealt combat damage by this creature also get a poison counter. This creature can't block. And the other side, we got another Phyrexian Germ token. Token creature, Phyrexian Germ, which is a 0/0. We also got in here Mind Splice Apparatus. This looks pretty deadly. This looks pretty gross. It's an artifact. Yeah, it looks super gross. I don't even know what's happening here. Is that someone's face? Are they wearing that? Are they smiling? Yeah, they look pretty happy about it. happy about that. Mind splice apparatus. Sounds not fun to me, but this person seems to love it. At the beginning of your upkeep, put an oil counter on Mind Splice apparatus. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 mana less to cast for each oil counter on Mind Splice apparatus. Wow, that seems really crazy good. They seem to be having like a fantastic time with this apparatus. They got like their hand in it too or something, it looks like to me. I don't know if that's part of it or they just got some sweet nails. This costs 3 colorless mana and 1 island. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed telling you about it, because I really enjoyed that one. I gotta stretch. I'm redeeming it. I'm so relaxed. Okay, the sweater's coming back on. I need to be more cozy. Oh, thank you for redeeming the stretch, Ravala. Oh, that feels good. All right. Get cozy. So this one is Azuri, Stalker of Spheres. Stalker of Spheres. Seems a little... I don't know if I want anyone stalking me, but the art is pretty cool. Oh, whoa. Something happened. So we got this guy, Azuri, Stalker of Spheres. This guy costs 2 colorless mana, 1 forest, and 1 island to bring into play. Legendary creature, Phyrexian elf warrior. When Azuri, Stalker of Spheres, enters the battlefield, you may pay 3 colorless mana. If you do, proliferate twice. What? Whenever you proliferate, draw a card. Wow. So you gotta pay a little bit more mana to do that, but yo, that would be awesome. And even the whenever you proliferate, draw a card is pretty crazy. Who is an enemy but a friend who has yet to accept perfection. This is a 3/3 creature. Wow, I love Azuri. What a cool card. It's a good one. Feels like a good one to me. Oh, we got a really crazy foil one, which means probably good. This is the Rumming Bird. The Rumming Bird. This is a creature, a Phyrexian bird horror. I didn't know there could be bird horrors, but here we are. Apparently that's a thing. You love that art. You have the regular art in your Atraxa deck. Yeah, the art on Azuri is really cool, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. The Rumming Bird. Yeah, I'm here for this. Of course, like my favorite cards, this one has flying. When the Rumming Bird deals combat damage to a player. Why did I pause? When thrumming bird deals combat damage to a player, proliferate. That might be the name of today. That might be the word of the day. Proliferate. I feel like I've said that so many times today. This is a 1/1. A 1/1 creature. Hello, Kitty Pixels. Hello, hello. How are you doing tonight? I hope you're having a good night. Thanks for joining us. We have Rustvine Cultivator. Rustvine Cultivator. Which I'm very excited to show you guys. I keep catching the mat though. So, Rustvine Collector is a creature, a Phyrexian elf druid. Pretty affordable, costs 1 forest to bring out, which seems really affordable. It's a creature, a Phyrexian elf druid, and you can tap it to put an oil counter on Rustvine Cultivator. Tap it to remove an oil counter from Rustvine Cultivator. Untap target land. Oh wow. Wait, and that's 1 forest? Wow, what? That's so good. Feel the joy of losing yourself to feed the land. Yo, this guy looks straight creepy on this card. This is a 1/2 creature. Rustvine Cultivator. I really like it. It's a good one. And next up, we have Furnace Punisher. This is like Frank, but if you were a furnace. Furnace Punisher. This is a creature, a Phyrexian warrior. This creature has menace at the beginning of each player's upkeep. Furnace Punisher deals 2 damage to that player unless they control 2 or more basic lands. Wow. Well, hopefully you control basic lands. Otherwise, you'd be screwed. Each of your victories, etch your victories in iron, that the world may celebrate them forever. This is a 3/3. There's so many good ones here. Oh, this one looks really cool. Actually, speaking of good ones, this is Phyrexia's Outbreak. Phyrexia's Outbreak. Is that like relaxing or creepy when I do that? Alright, let's keep going. But yeah, y'all are amazing. I feel so blessed that I get to be here with you guys. I mean, having this ASMR stream, it's so much fun, and y'all are so great. Okay, anyways, don't forget that you're great, but let's move on. This is Phyrexia's Outbreak. It is a sorcery. It is 2 colorless mana and 1 swamp. That's what it costs to bring it into play. I really like the artwork on this card. It's so, like, unique, I feel like. Each opponent gets a poison counter, then each creature your opponents control gets -1/-1 until end of turn for each poison counter its controller has. Wow. that's pretty cool. I like it. I wonder if there's something else you can really like play this with to have great synergy with it. Probably. I'm just like, how many poison counters can I get on someone before I play that card? Okay. So this is Soulless Jailer. Soulless Jailer. It's getting bleak over here, guys. Soulless Jailer is an artifact creature, a Phyrexian golem. Permanent cards in graveyards can't enter the battlefield. Players can cast non-creature spells from graveyard or exile. And this is a 0/4 creature. So sadly it is no attack, but it is really good for just blocking people's creatures from coming out of the graveyard. Basically, if you just want to keep people out of their graveyard or their exile piles, this is like a good block. It's a graveyard block. G block. This is Araxa, Grand Unifier. I don't know why I try to lay things flat. This is evidently better. This costs 3 colorless mana, 1 forest, 1 plains, 1 island, and 1 swamp. This is a legendary creature. Phyrexian Angel. Flying, vigilance, death touch, and lifelink. What? Yo, this card's gotta be like an amazing pull. This gotta be amazing. I mean, you do need like 1 of everything to bring it out. And then plus 3 colorless mana, but still, this one's crazy. When Atraxa, Grand Unifier, enters the battlefield, reveal the top 10 cards of your library. For each card type, you may put a card of that type from among the revealed cards into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So this is like having a weirdly diverse deck is really helpful here. For that one ability, but either way, this card is like amazing just because it already has like all of those terms. So it already has all those things. So this is a 7/7 as well, so very strong. It's a strong angel. Very strong angel. Okay. We got another basic land. So basic, but it's so fancy because collector booster box. So this is a swamp. Look how cool it looks. Oh, it matches the mat. Oh, this is the same art. Almost. I gotta show you. Like, how cool is that? It's like the same area almost. I mean, it's not the exact same art, but it's just like we're in the swamp right now, yo. What? I love it. This one's pretty cool. Cool. I like it. Alright, so we got a few more here. We got some good ones. How's everyone doing right now, or is everyone asleep? Is everyone relaxed? Relax. as an opponent has 3 or more poison counters, Apostle of Invasion has double strike. What? That would suck. Okay, well, it seems like this deck is really into poison counters, and everything we have tonight is really focused on poison counters. Be not afraid of the holy chorus. Join in a rapturous harmony. And this looks like the mama lady, kinda. This looks like one of the main Phyrexian ladies. Why do I recognize her? This is a 4/4 card. Phyrexian Angel. Cool. We've got Against All Odds. Against All Odds, which is a 3 colorless mana cost and 1 plains. It is a sorcery. Choose one or both. Exile target artifact or creature you control. Then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. Or return target artifact or creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Against all odds. Yeah, so that's a sorcery. That sounds pretty useful, actually. It's a little expensive, though, so I don't know. And you wouldn't even have the second option, probably, if there was that card out that prevents you from, like, ever bringing stuff back from the graveyard or exile. So, it depends, I guess. Alright, we also have a few cards left, friends. A few cards left. I think I might only get through these 2 packs. I really want to do one more, though. I'm making myself sleepy. I feel like the ASMR is too effective. Some more cards to get through. Alright. So, we also have Prophetic Prism. This card here, wow, I really like the artwork. It's very electric. I like the feeling of it. It only costs 2 colorless mana, so also very affordable card. When Prophetic Prism enters the battlefield, draw a card. This is an artifact. And for 1 mana, you can tap this card and you can add 1 mana of any color. Yeah, so it does some stuff, but mainly it's like a converter for mana. The 5 suns may have dimmed, but their light still guides us. Thrun. It's a Thrun quote. Oh, I'm here for that. The lore develops. I know the colors are gorgeous on this one. I agree, Kitty Pixels. I love it. It really, like, shines as a foil here. Like, it just brings out more of the richness of the art, I feel like. Really adds to the style of this card. And then we've got, I'll just actually hold this. This is Gitax +1/-1 until end of turn. This is also super cool artwork. It's so detailed. I love how like rich and high like res the art always is on Magic cards. Like, it's so crazy to look at it like this up close on camera. I'm like, this could be like a painting I could like hang in my apartment. You know what I mean? Like, it just looks really, really good. Bored with the ruins of Lemon Grit, it migrated to the ruins of Mephidros. It is a 1/4. Gitaxian Raptor. And then we have Branch Blight Stalker. So this is 1 colorless mana and 1 forest mana. It is a creature, a Phyrexian elf scout. It has toxic 2. Players dealt combat damage by this creature also get 2 poison counters. Some vicious swarm aspirants hang motionless in the canopy for weeks, allowing poisonous flowers to root in their flesh and weave tendrils through their hair. This is a 3/1. I really like the flavor text on this one. Cool. Branch Blight Stalker. And friends, we have one more that I'm going to show you guys. Clown Hole Danny. Is there curling on the foils? Yes. They all curl. I noticed this when I was saying I had my Crimson Vow Commander deck. And I didn't put it in a book or anything. And last time that we played, Tuck and I, or when we were first playing with it, he like had to smooth it out because it was like a C. Like, it was so curved. It was so bent. So much curling. Alright, the last card that we have is Incisor Glider. So this is the last one for this booster pack. Incisor Glider is a 1 colorless mana and 1 plains. It's an artifact creature, and it is Phyrexian. It is a Phyrexian construct. It has flying. Corrupted. Whenever Incisor Glider attacks, if an opponent has 3 or more poison counters, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Wow. It's really good for this deck because we certainly do love those poison counters. You think it's creepy now? You should see how it eats. Malira. I don't think I want to. I think I'll pass on that. That's a 1/3 creature. Phyrexian construct. Okie dokie.